What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. If you can't see me, it's because somehow I coordinated with this insane new 2026 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro, gray shorts to match the rocks and Wavemaker blue to match the new paint. So for 2026, Toyota has unveiled this new color, Wavemaker blue. It is a very, very bright, bold color, kind of a teal blue, maybe if you're familiar with some high-end exotics, kind of like Mexico blue, maybe Riviera blue on some Audis and Porsches. So it looks really cool in person. I hope the camera does it justice and somehow I matched it. Maybe it is meant to be for me to buy a 4Runner now that they've unveiled this color. So with that said, as far as some normal specifications, mechanically this should be identical to the 2025 model year for the TRD Pro. And keep in mind, 2025 is the all-new 6th generation Toyota 4Runner. So this is the new 4Runner, now into the 2nd model year. And for the Pro, Toyota likes to unveil a brand new color every year, which means 2027, this will be a standard color available on things like a TRD Offroad. So underneath the hood, this is gonna get that iForce Max, which is a hybrid power plant with a 2.4 liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. This has 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque. It's paired to an 8-speed automatic, and we have a part-time 4-wheel drive system. So with that, we've driven these before. I love the hybrid. This powertrain is awesome. So styling, you can see the gloss black throughout the upper and lower grille. Of course, we have that retro Toyota name written out in gray, matching the rocks and my shorts. We have the camera, safety sensor, a nice LED bar, and of course, parking sensors up front with extra LED bars. Underneath, you're gonna see the skid plating. You can see the TRD design. You have the recovery hooks and a little bit of a look at those Fox shocks. Got a massive set of off-road tires, and for the Pro, you have these really cool gloss black fender flares. They protrude outwards several inches to give this a wider look. You have your Pro badge on the side, a nice hood scoop design up on the hood, and then just a really bold design throughout the front end. I think Toyota really did a cool job integrating the previous gen 4Runner as well as styles from way long ago, like this curved rear glass. So it has a familiar look, but it's very modern, and I think it looks great. So you have some sharp lines throughout the side, more gloss black, another look at the TRD wheels, and then in back we have an integrated gloss black spoiler. The wiper blade is actually tucked away. And then, of course, we love this feature. You'll have that sliding glass for the rear window. Now, if we can open this up, we have the power liftgate as expected on a Pro. TRD Pro is written up here with the iForce Max badge. And then we have a pretty good amount of storage space in here. Now, one drawback with the hybrid is the fact that we're gonna have this bump. However, they give you a little bit of a storage cubby underneath here, which is good for maybe some small items. However, if you have a dog or something, it might be a little challenge getting in and out. Now, we have some extras in here. You're gonna see some storage, but you're gonna see lights as well up on these pillars, and then some standard lighting throughout here as well. So it's still a pretty practical SUV. You can do a lot with it. For the rear bumper, you're gonna get your trailer hitch, all the parking sensors, and then a nice two-tone design, and then there's gonna be a spare tire underneath. Nice set of LED taillights with a dark housing. Fuel cap is on the driver's side, and then taking a look at the interior, this is gonna get the black Softex interior. I doubt we're gonna see the red as an option for this paint color, but we have soft touch material on the door panel, more of it for your armrest, a nice grab handle, and then hopping into the back at 5'11", to be honest, this is still a pretty family-friendly vehicle. I have pretty good legroom. My feet are a little smushed underneath this. The Toyota Land Cruiser has a little better footroom in back, but nonetheless, still a pretty family-friendly vehicle. We have air vents up in front along with storage cubbies, a couple different plugs, and then we can pull the seat down and you're gonna get a nice armrest along with some cup holders. And then another look at the black Softex with some red stitching. So really not bad of a back seat, still a very useful vehicle for families. You do have cup holders storage as well. And getting out when you're on the trails, still pretty doable. Now with that, you can see a little bit of the articulation with those Fox shocks, and then you're gonna have the solid axle in back with independent front suspension. Now, for the driver's seat, once again, you're very familiar with this with the other Toyota 4Runners as well as the Toyota Tacoma. You have all the soft touch materials, memory seating. Now in here, this one even has an optional light. You can click it and check that out. This is a really cool way, especially when you're off-roading. Lock it in and we can click it back into place. Now you're gonna get power seats up front, and hopping in, it's a pretty cool interior. Now we've done full reviews on other TRD Pros and things like that, so you're very familiar. You do not get the isodynamic seats that a Tacoma is gonna have, but everything else is pretty much the same with the nice leather wrapped steering wheel with the red stripe. You have the same shift knob, Toyota written over here with the carbon fiber. Glove box cover is gonna have more of the contrast, and then we have storage up above and just a nice layout overall. And then on the left side, we are gonna get that TRD light bar. You can toggle there with tons of auxiliaries. You have all those switches down below. Storage is all integrated. And then of course, stabilizer, disconnect, a locking diff, your camera shortcut, and then all the drive modes, which we will play with as we take this off-road. But nice interior overall with that sunroof up above and just a good overall view. Looking around, that JBL speaker, and then you can see that hood scoop and that bright paint up above. Yeah, we're in four-wheel drive low and just kind of slowly gonna walk up this hill. I got my pitch and roll meter on.
So we'll see about any ground clearance issues with how steep this is.
We're at, of course, 25 degrees.
25?
Yep.
I mean, really nothing for this.
But I got the cameras all set up so I can view what was ahead of me. So basically I'm just staring up at that, which gives me a good view because my view was straight up at the sky.
Yeah. So he's got the sway bar disconnect on, which will allow a lot more articulation. Definitely a cool feature to do.
And we're at almost 30. So pretty crazy. As you guys can tell, you're level, the camera. And we're just gonna teeter-totter.
Oh, Bri, you got a wheel off, let me see.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a pretty cool shot.
You got a wheel off on this side, even with the sway bar disconnect.
Yeah.
But then you got this guy stuffed up in the wheel well.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So letting traction kind of...
Yep, you're gonna drop.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there you go.
Hear that turbo just a little bit.
So just for reference, this is level.
All right, have some warning lights on right now, just telling me that sensors are probably blocked. But yeah, pretty effortless. Cakewalk, absolute cakewalk. And then after hitting some trails with a similarly equipped 4Runner, you can tell, obviously the Trail Hunter and this are very similar overall for what we were doing, but this is one capable vehicle off-road with all the technology needed. But the cool thing is Toyota made this mechanically able to do the things off-road. So you don't always have to go into crawl control, all the drive modes. You have the basics to get a lot done. And with the Pro especially, this one over a Trail Hunter is gonna be a little better for that high-speed Baja type of driving. I love the power though.
I mean, it's crazy. We're up to 40 miles an hour in dirt already with not even quarter throttle really.
Like you got that EV down low and then the turbo to carry it.
Yeah.
Get that tail out a little bit.
This is wild. Here we go, ready?
Woo!
I mean, I know we're not getting any air today.
Yeah.
But that still feels cool. Man, I mean, it's like just another day to go to work, you know?
I know.
Wow. This is wild. So look at that, 40 miles an hour like nothing.
Sliding a little bit.
A little sideways, yeah. Woo. I want to get to that other berm where it looked like you might be able to drift it somehow.
Yeah.
This is so cool. I mean, yeah, the suspension handling is amazing.
And the seats really are like not letting you get beat up.
Yeah, I know. I'm not feeling hardly any of this in the seat.
Yeah. But comment below, what do you guys think of Wavemaker? This color is crazy bold. My brother is drooling over it. He's got a new Tacoma coming, and I think he might be putting in an order for now a 2026 to get one in a couple years in this color. But this color is very wild to see in person. We'll see how well people grow on it or not, but it certainly makes a statement if you want something crazy bright when you're hitting those trails. But that is it for the all-new 2026 color on the new 6th generation Toyota 4Runner. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned for plenty more content, and we'll see you all in the next video.